Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So, season 11, part B of The Walking Dead is back out on AMC Plus right now. It'll be out on the 20th on regular cable. So, spoiler warning if you guys haven't seen it yet, whether it be on AMC Plus or a week from now. I stayed up late to watch it tonight, and yeah, it was freaking awesome. So, if that, I won't get into spoilers yet. If you happen to not watch it, go watch it. This is one of the better premieres in a while for the like mid-season, even though it's kind of like a third of the mid-season. But yeah, so also a reminder if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Walking Dead, the main show is back on. We're gonna be going full force with that, at least a handful of videos a week, and yeah, really excited that it's back. And if you guys are still here, I'm assuming you guys have seen the episode, so yeah, let's talk about it. So it was really cool because it wasted no time getting right back into the Reaper stuff with the rockets blasting off, and I thought that little fight between Maggie and the random Reaper was a little weird because at first she was like in disadvantage, but all of a sudden she caught the hand, and we got to see how dangerous these arrows actually are once they landed inside the Reaper and blew them up. So like they weren't just like little like they were bottle rockets, but these ones had some oomph to them. You know what I mean? They were more than just like blowing a little bit of your body off. They were doing some serious damage. And Maggie gets inside and she's got a Reaper on her ass, and Negan and Elijah get in there, and Elijah's banged up because you remember that mine went off in the field, and so she knows where the infirmary is, and apparently there's this like little safe room in there, so she gets him back there, and they're gonna tape him up. Carver's in there on the walkie, and that's kind of where it lets off. Like we jump in, it does the little dun 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 dun, the Walking Dead theme. And we get to see some more of the storm. Now, instead of at storm, it's the morning, the sun's out, it's not nighttime anymore. And basically, Rosita, Lydia, and Diane are held up at the stairs trying to keep the walkers downstairs and just keep killing them. Um, and Judith and Gracie are still downstairs and they're barricading up the door with a couple shovels, brooms, like just like long wood things, which great idea. Door's weak. It's they're busting their hands through it, so like, that's not gonna keep the door shut. The door just crumbles. So we see that they're gonna start going down into the walkers are starting to go down into the water or into the basement, which the water's filling really high. And we see Aaron and Jerry are working on that fire at the windmill, but you can see they're out of breath. They were in there trying to fight it in there, but just the way the wind's whipping and all that, they can't really smolder the flames. And Carol, Magna, and Connie and Kelly, they all are walking by, and so Aaron's like, "Yeah, we need help with this," and that blah blah blah. And Carol said something about how there's another breach because there's still more coming through, even though they just fixed like one of the breaches. So Magna and Connie go to fix the breach. The rest of them were going to work on the windmill, but then Aaron starts hearing a whistle, and it's a whistle he gave to Gracie for super emergencies only. So he knew he had to go now. So he's going to go save the day for them. And yeah, it's another one of those episodes that's bouncing back and forth. But like honestly, the way they did it, this was really good. It was really good. It was really engaging. It was really fun. We got Gabriel running around, and as he's about to get sniped, he gets shot by someone in the window. Daryl attacks them, ends up being able to have. It's in the trailer. I thought he was fighting Carver. This was actually a fight he was having with another Reaper. Um, he ends up stabbing him, choking him out. Then there's like this. I guess there's like just hidden rooms all along, like in this meridian, because Leah and it wasn't was it Carver? Leah and somebody. Leah and one of the Reapers were getting in there and he was able to like loot the body. I've been playing too many games, but like take the stuff off, like the gun and knife off him, and get behind this chalkboard that had like this little room behind it, and they were able to walk by without noticing. And basically we know that Daryl's inside and then the other three, Maggie, Negan, and Elijah. So they eventually do meet up, which is kind of cool because it's a fight with Carver. Carver's chasing Maggie. Maggie ends up being cornered off, which I think is kind of like a half-ass setup because she was making it look like she couldn't get through. And he's like, ah, wrong corner. All of a sudden, Elijah comes out one way, so Maggie and Elijah are at the end of the hallway. And all of a sudden, Negan comes out behind him with a pipe. And there's this crazy fight, and Carver's kind of kicking some ass. Carver's doing really good. But as like Elijah and Maggie are getting their ass kicked, Negan's looking in this room and he sees a bell in sand, so he grabs it and Carver's about to like hit Maggie, and Negan's like, "Come here, you asshole," or you know how Negan is. Negan says some crazy shit and it's awesome. And so like he's coming, the Carver's coming towards him. Elijah throws like his sickle or one of a knife at his leg, so cuts him, hurts him, and distracts him. And Negan like throws the sand in his eyes and then just bashes him in the face with the pipe, knocks him out clean. And they're getting ready to kill him, but Daryl comes through like, no, these assholes will get their day one time, but let's use him so we can get out of here, like negotiate out a treaty. And I'm gonna bounce back to what happened like right before this because obviously the episode's going back and forth. It's a little uneven. I kind of left out some. I left out two parts, but we'll get into it. So like Aaron ends up busting out the window in the basement and gets the two girls out, but as that happens, a shit ton of walkers come falling into the basement. So it's just Aaron in there by himself, and we get the. I'll get to that in a minute because I kind of got my pictures of the episode, and I'm just kind of going in order, so I kind of tell it in order. You know what I mean? Just as like my little reminder of everything that happened. But we also get the crazy scene between Father Gabriel and the priest that we saw in episode 7. I think it was episode 7. But they have this talk about faith, and basically Gabriel is seeing like a reflection of himself, but someone that supposedly hasn't lost his faith. But he's like, how could God be helping you if you're helping kill people? He's like, I don't question, I do my part and blah blah blah. And the guy is like offering to like, reconnect them with the Lord and save both of their people, but Gabriel don't trust him, and Gabriel ends up killing him, and which gives him into a really good position. Gabriel had a really badass moment in this episode. It blew my mind. It was really cool. But yeah, so the and then we got Aaron. It flashes to Aaron. So there's a pipe hung along the bottom of the roof of the basement, and he's clenching onto it and like shimmying, getting closer to the wall. Well, it starts collapsing, but he's able to barely stay up there a little bit. And we get that cliffhanger of him hanging there with like it looks somewhere between 10 and 20 walkers maybe in that basement. Pretty scary stuff. And Lydia actually, how did it go? When they were defending Lydia, when Lydia was defending with Diane and Rosita with the staircase, they realized that Gracie and Judith were never accounted for, so Lydia jumped out the window to go try to find them. End up looking in the basement and found Aaron down there and tied up a rope so he could finish shimmying the rest of the way out. And that's how Aaron was able to be safe. So Lydia, Aaron, and Gracie and Judith all ended up being all right out of that. When it came to like casualties inside the walls, everything went fine. It's just kind of like what happened with the other group. So Daryl's taken hostage Carver over there, and Maggie and Elijah have a lot of dialogue like, you will get your revenge, you will die. And basically Daryl and Leah are talking, and there's supposedly some kind of deal that's about to be made until we realize that Leah has a sniper set up and has a warning shot, and yeah, some things are not going good. Well, all of a sudden, like Elijah, like Elijah gets taunted, so Elijah wants to go over there and stab him, and he ends up falling, and uh Carver's going there too. Carver's gonna like kick him while he's down. All of a sudden, Carver gets shot through the leg, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Is that Gabriel?" I'm thinking back to like season, was it season 7? Was it season 7 when Father Gabriel was on sniper? No, that was Morgan on sniper mode. But still, oh, Gabriel's out here wild. But yeah, so he's like, yeah, it's not whatever the Reaper's name was. You can call me Gabriel. And you see this like smirk from Negan, like, hell yeah, that's Gabriel. What's up, Father G? And yeah, so now all of a sudden Leah realizes, like, does the deal still stand? And yeah, long story short, Carver has to stay. They're supposed to go, but then Maggie gets this thought because she asked Negan like right before all this, like, what do you think? He's like, you know what I think. And you think back to the dialogue where he told Maggie that he should have killed all of them back when, the whole thing happened between Sanctuary, the Hilltop, and Alexandria and all that. So that's lingering in the back of her mind. And he just wants to get home. He could have been referencing that too. So Maggie goes over there. She shoots the two Reapers and shoots Leah. Leah doesn't die, but she's able to get away. And she comes back. She's gonna shoot Carver in the head. The gun's out of bullets. Carver goes to reach for his knife, but next thing you know, she kicks his hand and sickle in the chest. And there's that. Daryl chases off to go find Leah, and she's ready to defend herself, but she's hurt. And he's like, "I didn't want it to be like this," and basically tells her to go. But he pulls like what he did to Dwight, and like, "Go before I change my mind." And yeah, it's just the Reaper stuff has finished, so they successfully were able to get the stuff from the Meridian. They're getting things together, and Maggie's like, "I'll meet you guys off." She's going to find Alden, and she gets to the church. She goes to open it up, which the door isn't barricaded, and there's a walker in there. She kills it, and then she's looking for Alden, and that's when we get his fate revealed. Walker Alden. He didn't make it. I think it would be anticipated that the Reaper, since there was a Reaper in there with them, that they both died at the same time. Obviously, Alden probably put up a good fight while he was injured. I'd like to see kind of like what happened just because I'm just curious. But unfortunately, a character that's been with us for 4 or 5 years is no longer with us. He gets to go chill with Enid now, even though Enid was chilling with Carl. That's kind of weird. But yeah, well, Enid chilling like in the afterlife, the heavens, the Walking Dead afterlife universe. And yeah, it's really impactful to Maggie because, if you remember right, Alden was a savior, and Maggie, he's like, yo, I'm down to like kick it with you. And yeah, so like, that's someone she really trusts. And then we get this really crazy scene. We thought there was going to be some crazy conflict because Negan walks up on Maggie while she's burying Alden. And he's like, you made the call, you're gonna do what you're always gonna do, and that, like, promise or not, no matter what, you're gonna do what's to me. And he's like holding his pipe, and she's getting ready to grab her knife. She thinks he's about to like, he's like, I'm not gonna let you. And then like after some suspenseful music, he's like, I'm gonna go my own way, and she's like, okay, like, really crazy. And then we got Daryl and Daryl and Gabriel talking back at the campfire, and Maggie comes up and lets them know the news about Alden. And yeah, next morning they're transporting their stuff back. Jerry's on watch with Carol, and there's Daryl and the group with all the food, and they come back and basically let them know the expense that all this took because there's a lot of price to pay to get all this stuff. Alden, other lives. It's hard to remember because a lot of the group got slacked pretty early, but they had like a group of like 10-ish of them that went out there, and only four of them are coming back. And they're asking about Negan, like Lydia asked about Negan and stuff. We got some really cool hugs with Daryl and Lydia and Judith and RJ, and especially with Carol and Connie. Daryl's mind's blown when he gets to see Connie. He's like, I have so many questions for you, and they just look so happy to see each other. It's really crazy. And Aaron and Gabriel gets to go see Rosita's like, we made a promise and we fulfilled, and Rosita's like, hell yeah, you did, like, and just really cool reunion. But it's like right as it seems like they're gonna have a happy day or two, Jerry's like, guys, something big's coming, and here comes Daryl, Maggie, and like they're all getting ready. You can see this like little thing in Gabriel's eye, like, really, can we ever get a minute? And so the three of them get pointed up, ready to defend, and Eugene runs to the front like, yo, 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 we're all friends here. And they're like, them guys drop their guns, Commonwealth drops their guns, and Lance Hornsbury comes in front of our people, kind of gives them a couple. He's like telling how he can help like how they can basically become some sort of ally and get the labor to get Alexandria back up. But then there's another option that might be more interesting, and I'm pretty sure that's about them joining the Commonwealth. And what's really, really, really crazy, so like Daryl looks over at Maggie. Well, then it does this 6 month later time jump, which I don't think the next episode is going to be 6 months later. I think it's teasing something further on in this part of the season that, like, ugh, this shit was so nuts, man. It was so crazy. 6 months later, Maggie's at the hilltop on top of the watch, and she said it doesn't have to be like this as a bunch of Commonwealth soldiers are walking up. And the Commonwealth soldier says, yes, it does. And it's Daryl. Pulls off the helmet. It's Daryl. I did not see that coming. I have a theory. I'm gonna make. I have a theory. Not saying it's 100% right, but I could see them going this route. So I'm gonna throw it out there. I'll probably wait till closer to when the episode's aired out on cable to talk about it. But I just based off the trailer and stuff, and just, I mean, I could be 100% wrong. I'll admit that. But this was such a really cool episode. That twist at the end really put the ribbon on the bow for me. This is like solid 9.5 out of 10 for me. It's not a perfect episode. It's so damn fun. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, The Walking Dead's back, baby. We only have so much of the main show left, and it's fucking back. It was a great premiere. So let me know what you guys thought. Anything you think that I missed. Yeah, and I don't know. Let me know how excited you guys are for the rest of this part of the season in general. I don't know. I thought it was awesome, and I'm curious to see what you guys think. Maybe I just easily impressed. I don't know, but it was a really cool episode. Anyways, just yeah, with The Walking Dead coming out every week, we'll be dropping a review and a breakdown every Sunday, as well as a trailer breakdown later on Sunday or Monday morning, and we'll just try to keep updated on Walking Dead news as it's coming out throughout the week. So be sure to subscribe, hit the like just to help me out on the video, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.